Folks, ET here coming at you with a week ahead look for SPY. So let's get to it. Starting off with our customer sentiment. So we were so bullish for a little while there. And we kind of talked about how when we start to see those extremes, we'll start to see a little bit of a pullback. Now, all of a sudden, we're seeing some profit taking here on that bullishness with a little bit of a shift there. Still bullish, just a little bit less so for the moment. If we start to see any big bars down, then any abrupt moves, then we know it's time to take a look to continue short for a little bit. All right, moving along to our dark pools. Huge amount of SIG prints here at 593.5. Mark that on your charts. Very important. Let's take a look at our ag. They have walked it up to 595.58 as our largest ag right now. So any upside momentum we get, good spot to keep an eye there. See what happens. Always remember, mark these on your charts. They are very important. Interesting to see we're starting to see a lower down here around 569 grow as much as we have. So pretty decent range here from our dark pools between these right here. Nothing too huge, but a massive one here at 595. So keep an eye on it. Next up, we're going to cover our price distro and our dealer OI and everything else. Remember, as always, most important, price distro, dealer OI, we like to see a match. If they do not, that's okay because gamma is what controls everything. So let's go ahead and get in. This is Monday. Remember when we're on one day, it means the next day. So Monday is showing a little bit bull, a little bit bear. Not more bear than anything, but nothing too crazy there. Tuesday, hopping in, showing a little bit more bullish, bit more of a turnaround Tuesday, maybe if we gap down tomorrow. Wednesday, slightly more bullish as well. Thursday, bullish again. And Friday, we are looking at more of a bear day there. A little bit of bull there, but a pretty sizable bearish bar. Remember, these do change throughout the week. I think last week was OPEX, which things get a little bit crazy. Showed that we were somewhat bullish or very bullish on Friday. Remember, big bar to the left, big red bar to the left means bullish generally for dealer OI, but last Friday was not the case for there, and that's why we take a look at gamma more than anything. Going throughout the week, showing a little bit bull on our dealer OI, but nothing too big. Green bars to the right are bearish, obviously. So keep an eye there as we go along. These do change throughout the week. OPEX is always a little bit suspect. Getting into our gamma, ag is interesting. We still have these lower repels that we saw last week. Big repel at 597 right now. So not far away from that largest dark pool, to be honest, that we have, that big ag up there. Big repel there. So under 597, we're going to see some of these downside moves probably. And above, we have some potential for some of these upside moves. We'll dig into the dailies. Biggest pull, 598. Next up, 595. So we could dance around this range here, this 601 to this 591 or this 589 all week. But we'll go into the dailies and see what we have from there. So Monday, 11/18, taking a look. Gamma's pretty simple. We're pretty far behind a lot of this right here. We're pretty far below our biggest pull, which is 596. 594 is a huge repel, be a tough level to pass. It's got some stopping there as well as repel at 593. So we'll really need to bump up past these quickly to get into this range. If we open above 594, pretty simple. We're going to trade 594 to 599, which would be a massive retrace. Could see us just getting up into these repels here, up to the 593 with that pull, but never passing that 594 as well. Jumping into our Tuesday, 11/19. Let's take a look at it. Still kind of that same range right there. 597 still showing a big repel, which we saw on our ag there as well. Pretty simple. Below 597, we've got range down to 583. Decent size pull at 595. Biggest is at 598. Over 597, we've got room up to 601. Pretty simple there. Remember that we'll see these change throughout the week. It's very important to keep an eye on them. And equally as important, 0 day and net flow are going to help kind of guide us as well. Sometimes we'll see a big pull at a certain spot, like let's say this 597, but 0 day is having a huge 583 pull to the downside. We've got a really bearish MNF, and that's going to override that big pull throughout the day. So don't just focus on just this, or make sure you mark your greens to know where we might repel or bounce, and then keep an eye from there. So we've done Monday, Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, let's jump into Wednesday, 11:20, and see where we've got from there. Wednesday showing sort of the same thing that we've seen. That 595 area is a big pull, matches our dark pool very, very well. So upside is going to be 595 for sure. I think this week, if when we get those days, if we retrace back upwards, that's going to be a very important spot to eye. Nothing really here stopping SPY from going all the way up to 602 on Wednesday. So very interesting look. 592 is our small repel that we need to open over and stay above to get into this range right here, plain and simple. Okay, we have done Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Let's jump into Thursday and then Friday, which are always a little bit messy, as I always talk about there. So interesting here, 591, huge repel. That 597 area, once again, rearing its ugly head as a repel. Biggest pull down here is 587 for Thursday. So what we need to do, if we're going to be bearish, we don't want to really cross that 591. We want to repel away, stay down at this range. If we're going to be bullish, we want to pass this 591 and stay into this 596 range right here. Some other sizable pulls up here if we do open above this 596, 597 range. 597 appears to be a very important level this week. We will see as the week progresses if we even get enough power to get up there, enough jumps, but we'll find out pretty soon. But 597, 595 looking to be very, very, very important so far for this week. So plain and simple there on Friday, got to stay above 591 to be bullish. Below, if we can't get above that repel, we stay to the downside. Jumping into our Friday, let's see how it pans out. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 11:22. Let's see what we're looking at here. So big old pull at 595 on Friday. We still have some lower repels here at 579 and a 605 all the way up. So big range showing on Friday. But obviously, Fridays, as I always say, because of hedging and rehedging, can be a little bit messy. So 595 seems to be very important this week as well. 590, and then that 597, 598, 599, 600 area right around there. So very wide for Friday. Kind of an X on this one. We'll really need to see what net flow and 0 days say when Friday session opens and we get going. Probably check it a little bit closer Thursday evening to see if anything has changed. Just mark it down. Apologies there. My robo vacuum decided it was time to clean the house, so you heard him cranking on. Thanks, Mike, for keeping my floors clean. All right, that is all for now. Everybody have a good week. Stay safe out there and go get that Oprah money.